Hi, welcome to I Unlimited, committed to helping you find your best self and inner peace. Hello, fellow travelers. I have a message to share. I was inspired to work with this deck today, the Messages from the Spirits of Nature Oracle by Dr. Stephen D. Farmer. And two cards jumped out for me. Rice, Nourishment, number 31. And Honeybee, Community, number 17. I guess I can center that a little better. And I'll read you a portion of what these say. They're kind of long in the guidebook, but first for rice. Are you nourishing yourself physically, emotionally, and spiritually? Do an assessment of what this means, starting with the physical. For the next several days, when you eat, put down the phone, turn off your computer or TV, and put aside any other distractions. Focus your attention not only on the food you ingest, but also on the act of eating and how it feels in your body. Be extra attentive to the type and quality of the food you eat. Increase your emotional nourishment by seeking the support of your closer friends. Make it a priority to spend time with them. Conversely, another challenge for you right now may be the need to cut ties with those in your life who deplete your energy. I'm going to stop that there and then switch over to Honeybee, the message for Honeybee. You're an integral part of a community, one composed of people related by blood, friendship, or another type of common bond. Lately, you've found yourself thinking about this or that person, but have generally dismissed the thoughts and feelings that triggered these remembrances as random and inconsequential. You may even have experienced other external reminders of that individual, such as their name popping up in conversation or symbols appearing that remind you of them. These synchronicities are prompted by the collective consciousness, an invisible web in which we humans are all connected. Threads are more concentrated in those that are part of your more immediate community. Pause for a few moments and allow yourself to stretch the limits of what you ordinarily think of as community, and realize that you are connected to the entire human race. And boy, there was like an avalanche of messages coming to me. The first one in the nourishment, when it talked about really being conscious as we eat, like that's such a message. I was being told, like, be conscious in everything we do, right? That's basically the difference between the everyday human life and a monk's life, is they're being reminded continually to be in the moment, to be conscious and aware of every single thing they're doing, right? But how often do we, the most common example is that you drive to work or home from work and you don't even remember the drive because you're on autopilot, right? How many times do we grab something to eat standing up in the kitchen or watching TV, and especially as we're watching TV, or you watch a movie, you go to the movies, you're mindlessly shoving, and it's not even really food, it's not nourishment in our mouths, it's garbage. So, empty calories, right? So that, it started with the nourishment of the physical with rice, but how often are we going through life unconsciously? Getting through one thing, checking that off. Okay, got the kids ready. Okay, fed the dogs, did the walk, whatever. And I really try. I have dogs that I need to walk because they need more exercise than what the little piece of property will afford them. And I try, because I have to be honest with you, I hate walking them. I really hate it. I hate the whole leash part. I understand it, and the leashes are necessary. But I try to, rather than focus the whole time on, I hate this, to focus on something good, my breathing, the breeze. And quite honestly, there are times that, I feel sluggish, or maybe, oh man, a little headachy or just a little achy, you know, because I walk them usually first thing in the morning. And honestly, when I get out and walk them, it actually helps me. And I can look back and see how my life has been changed. My life in general expanded because I had a dog I had to walk, my very first one. You know, it really got me out and looking around at my community and seeing how unkept the common areas were. I thought, well, don't just complain about it, be part of the solution, right? So I offered myself up to work with the association, and I met other people through that and leadership, and it expanded myself. I met other people just walking their dogs and became friends. So if I do things mindfully, you know, I've moved, I'm unpacking. Now I can just be unpacking and, you know, mindlessly trying to shove things somewhere. But instead I'm like, does this really enhance my life? You know, does this bring me joy? If not, move it along. So doing things mindfully, and even during the day, the breath. Being conscious of my breath and breathing fully into my chest and belly to open myself and to move things along. So such a tremendous reminder. But also a huge, huge thing in there. Are you paying attention still? I call your attention back. Is be mindful of your energy and notice when you're around people that drain you, right? That send you the wrong direction. Now, part of that is within our own control, how we respond, but to the best of our ability to limit, right? And it may seem like that's counterintuitive because we got a community card, and then this is saying, you know, go ahead and cut ties with those that drain you. It's really not, because remember when this said it's like a spider web. We're all connected. And I have had to do that. I have had to cut ties with people and family members. And just because, you know, people want to say, oh, but it's your, you know, whatever, mother, father, sister, brother, aunt, uncle, grandparent. Well, and you know, if they treat me badly, they treat me badly. And that does not give them license to do that. You know, and if they're not interested and willing to alter that, then, you know, I move. The key is to cutting those ties without hatred or recrimination, retribution, all of that. Just do it with peace and love and, you know, but recognizing that web that connects us all. So even though if someone comes into my mind, and we've all had this, that it's somebody that they're just, you know, too destructive in my life, right? Too draining, too damaging. Well, I can send love out to them through that network. I don't necessarily have to contact them directly. Or I can send a card or a text. You know, so knowing that as that network exists, if I send love along this pathway, it can intersect and go over, you know, from all the crossroads and reach them somehow. Because maybe they won't receive love from me either, but they'll receive it from someone else. Is that making sense? So often we get lost or stuck maybe looking at a relationship that's close to us that should be loving, should be nurturing, should be uplifting, and it isn't. Well, then cut the ties, let it go, and focus on what is nurturing, uplifting, what enhances you, what helps you become the best version of you, right? Because as you do that, you're putting more and more love and positivity out in the world, and that helps everybody. Even the person that you've had to sever ties with. So these were they were timely for me. I hope they're timely for you. But it was very, really be mindful, nourish yourself. Is this enhancing me? Is this taking me closer to my very best self? Are the people in my community? You know, because Here's a message I'm getting right now. It's not your job, your responsibility to rescue and save everybody. You know, they have to do their own work. You know, you couldn't walk for your child. They have to learn to walk on their own. You know, they have to discover balance, or riding a bike, same thing. And so it's, you can offer something, but if they don't take it, that's okay. That their choice. They didn't take that today or from you. And as you move on into other parts of your community that do enhance you, where you can be of service, that will make its way back around to them. Not everything has to come directly from you. Isn't that a concept? That if you put that out there, that wave of love will find its way to them through someone from whom they can receive it. So, as always, as I said, breathe deeply into your chest and belly as many times as you think about it during the day, and then you'll find it happening more and more, because that helps open you up, and you can breathe in all the divine energy, light, love, vibration, and that helps flush out all the pain, the dark, the debris that kind of got stuck in there over time. And you keep doing that, you watch your life transform. So, in the meantime, I hope you keep finding your best self and inner peace. I hope this video helped you rise higher and shine brighter. Keep going. Invest just a few minutes here with me each day, and you'll see your happiness, fulfillment, and inner peace grow. Please remember to share, like, and subscribe to this channel so others can find their best selves and inner peace too.